All right. So how do y'all feel? How many kids do y'all want?
Damn, you just jumped in with it. Like, oh man, I gotta think about this, D.
That's tough, man. I can't.
You know, I can't honestly.
On it.
I used to say, I know everybody said this too. This is probably a typical black person answer. I want a boy first, then I want a girl to protect my daughter. But now that I'm older,
I mean, I want a girl first, but go ahead.
Now that I'm older, I'm thinking like, listen, I just want healthy children.
For sure.
That's it. All I want is a healthy child. So if I have a boy or girl, I'm gonna love it. Now, if I have a daughter, I'm gonna be a sucker for my daughter.
What if your baby had the Zika?
What the hell is that?
The Zika virus is like, it was going around. I hate to even laugh about it, but it was going around like in islands. It was like a disease to where your baby will have a small head.
Oh,
well, listen,
like,
I rebuke that.
I'm just saying. What you said is key because I was just listening to a podcast about that. And it was like, yo, damn, if my baby had the Zika, I don't know. Okay, a better question. They say you can know if your baby will have a disease, certain diseases, while it's still in your wife's belly. So if you know your baby will come out with Down syndrome, would you abort it while it was still in your wife's belly?
I don't think I can. Only because at the end of the day, who am I? Who am I to do that? You know what I mean? And it's blessings and everything. You know, I wouldn't want that. And that's why I try not to even talk about people who
have Down syndrome.
I mean, sometimes as people, you might hang around ignorant people that make you laugh, but you know it's wrong.
Yeah.
So you try to stay away. But my biggest thing is this: like, I don't want that. I wish the best. Like, so to D's question, I don't know how many I would want, brother. But if I had to guess right now, maybe 2 or 3. But I want healthy children. That's all I want. I don't care whether it's boys, girls, or a mixture. I just want some healthy kids because that's some real stuff.
They said that people are dying at a faster rate than people are having kids. It was saying like once you get down to like the year like 2000 something, I forget what it was. It was saying there's gonna be a lot of huge like age gaps. Like you can go outside, you're gonna see like an 80-year-old, but you might see like a 20-year-old. Like it's not gonna be a lot of like a bunch of 80-year-olds, a bunch of 70-year-olds, a bunch of 60-year-olds, a bunch of 50-year-olds. They were saying we in a generation, our parents' generation, and then ours as well, are in a mindset where we're, I guess, more cautious about having kids. And it seems like a lot of people are having kids, but they say it's the opposite. Like a lot of people are thinking, I don't want kids or I'm not ready for kids, where a lot of the previous generations, like our grandparents and things, a lot of people were having kids at like 18, 19. So if you have one at 18, you're more likely to have more kids. Where if you have your first at 30, you're more likely not to have another kid. So they were saying like, it seems like the world is gonna get like less and less populated, which is crazy.
Y'all ever see Idiocracy?
Yeah, yep.
That movie hot. It's like talks
remind
about
me of
the
social
future.
media,
right? Yeah.
I never seen it, so I gotta go take a look.
Yeah,
it's just about like the future, just everybody just being
dumbed down,
like super dumbed down.
But it's because they're not teaching nothing. Like, but they went to the hospital, so he was explaining his symptoms. Like, yeah, my stomach hurt. So instead of her like taking your temperature or whatever, like it was a button that said like. Somebody was holding her stomach.
He just pressed it.
Yeah, and she pressed it, and then he'd be like, yeah, my head hurt too, and she pressed that too, so that would light up too. So it's like instead of writing it down and check marking, it was just like buttons,
Yeah.
Like, it was a bunch of like weird
key factors that
in
make
there.
you think that. Like even with the emojis, I know I brought it up before. Like
it was like
we don't text. Like we don't send shit out no more. Like where are you at? Right? WYA.
Yeah.
No, where you at? Where are you
or
at?
Bigger than that, pick up the phone.
Pick up
where you at?
Yeah,
How was
hey,
your day?
Hey, where you at? Yeah. It's like texting now.
Yeah.
Like communication skills is off.
It is.
Especially for the younger kids, it's gonna be way off.
Worse.
I think their generation might have babies more, which will help like just not like the population and shit. I don't know which way I wanted to go. I'll be dead. I don't give a fuck if y'all have babies or not, honestly. But I think the generation is gonna be fucked as far as like I don't know, because you would think they would be smarter because they have access to the information, because I know at least my niece and nephews and even my girl niece, like all these kids are smart. Like they know a lot, which can kind of be good. It just
but I guess it's
quicker.
what they know though.
What you do with what you know.
Right.
Sure.
Right. Because if you just keep getting knowledge and not doing nothing with it, at least passing it along or helping somebody, then it don't matter. But if you just keep it to yourself and you just on your phone and you just hoarding yourself. But that's what a lot of kids are turning into. You know, like hoarders and just stand in their room and not talking to nobody.
But parents got to feed their kids though when they like that. When you got kids that's intelligent like that, and I know sometimes we're not in the best position where you can afford it, but you need to put them in honors classes. You need to put them in
schools and all that.
Science schools or something. I was watching something on TV or online. It was like this little boy who's like 7, but he already knows like calculus and everything. He's like they said, like in 2 years he can go to college.
Because your brain is a sponge.
There's probably
as
a lot of kids like that. But
I'm like, 2 years he'll be 8. That means you mean an 8-year-old can go to college?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Parents can't even focus on their kids like that though, because they got to go to work and try to focus on themselves and try to keep themselves happy to be able to raise the kid.
I think what happens is when we get off of work, we think, okay, my kid's gonna do their homework and they're cool, but we forget what they learn in school. We got to take that and make it exponentially better. Right, so we got to, you learned your ABCs, right? Well, all right, well, let's go over your ABCs every day. So when you go to school, you're going to know your ABCs more than everybody. So you're going to be able to write faster, okay? Let me try to get you ahead of the curve on taking those letters and forming words. So, like, just taking what the teacher teaches them and at least dedicate, like, an hour or two to enhancing that. Like, you be the teacher as well. Like, you take what they brought home and try to enhance that.
That's true.
And I think we think of homework and we think I'm just going to help them with their homework. But their homework is just everything they learned in class. But you got to try to take that and know, okay, well, they're learning 1 + 1. Well, let me try to get them ahead of the curve and show them what's 2 + 2.
And ask them what they learn, too. A lot of parents don't ask kids what they learn. You just do the homework and like, what your teacher said, and all right, you do your homework, all right, go outside. My dad was never that way. And maybe that's how I am now, where I can speak well and get in good positions, because my dad before I could do anything, I had to do my homework.
Yeah.
And he would check my homework. And he would be like, yo, where's your agenda? Remember we had agendas that had to be signed by your parents? My dad made sure I had to get mine signed. I used to be pissed. Listen, I tried to hide my report card. This nigga was smart. He found out. Like, and it's like, it was one of those things where I had a parent that was on me. And I think that's what makes kids become successful.
Right.
Even though I'm not in a position all the way where I think I could have been.
Right. Could have been fucking
But it's because of decisions I made.
Right.
But, I mean, one thing I think he did do good is he don't have nobody. I'm not a drug dealer.
Right.
I'm not out here trying to sell drugs. I'm not trying to do nothing crazy. I'm out here trying to make an honest living.
Right.
And do right for myself.
And I was always thinking, like, what can I do to make my future kids, if I do? I may not have kids. I don't know how I feel. I have a couple dogs. I have some dogs.
He might be expecting.
But I was saying is, so
right
like you know how you got to take your kids. He got to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
He got to go to the dentist. You know, he got to go whatever. When your kids are at the doctor and dentist, explain to them that doctor used to be a kid, and now he's a doctor, and he can get all the toys he want. He can get all the candy he want. Like, because I was thinking, like, yo, it's no. Back in the day, we had people to look up to, right? Or we didn't have people to look up to, but the people who we did look up to is the artists, the actors, the singers. And I was thinking about, it's no fucking legends nowadays, right? It's our job to create these legends for our kids, like whether it's a pediatrician, whether it's a vet, whether it's a doctor, whether it's, you know, whatever, but like try to mold or show our kids all these people you see in this teacher, this doctor, like they were once a kid and that was their dream, and now they get to do whatever they want. So before they even start listening to rap music or watching movies, they got an example of somebody who is at the pinnacle. Like this person, this doctor that's checking you out or checking you up, like they get to go on vacation. Just explain it to them like kids. Oh, they get to go to Disney World whenever they want. They get to do have whatever toys they want because they stayed in school and they became a doctor. You see what I'm saying? So just showing kids like this is like exceptional.
Right.
Like this person is a hero. Like look at them that way. They looking at them as growing up. They just a doctor. That's just a doctor.
Right.
Not realizing that doctor is like he saves people. Not only do we save, he's making a difference in the world. Not only that, but he's making a difference. Like he gets to do whatever he wants.
Right. Anytime he wants.
Like he's living out his dream. I'm not at all of them, but I'm just like for kids to know that doctor just isn't just putting a thermometer in your mouth. That doctor is like let them know that those people are special.
Explaining it, like understanding, giving early understanding is key. Early understanding,
because we don't have nobody to look up to. Like we always look up to rappers and actors
and athletes.